Russian-Ukraine war live updates. 60 people feared dead after bombing of school shelter in Ukraine. 60 people are feared dead following an airstrike on Saturday on a school in the Luhansk region where 90 people were sheltering, according to a local official. UK announces additional $1.6 billion in military support for Ukraine ahead of G7 summit. First Lady Jill Biden makes unannounced trip to Ukraine. U.S. First Lady Jill Biden made an unannounced trip on Sunday to Uzhhorod, Ukraine, a small city in the far southwestern corner of Ukraine. Ukrainian steel factory under constant shelling by Russians. The Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol is under constant intense shelling by Russian forces trying to take the last remaining stronghold in the port city, according to the Azov Brigade. Canadian PM Trudeau is in Ukraine and will meet with President Zelensky. White House announces new sanctions by the U.S. and its allies against Russia, which includes sanctions against Russia's 3 largest television channels and a commitment from every member of the G7 to phase out Russian oil imports, according to a senior administration official and a White House fact sheet. G7 leaders say they will continue to provide military and economic assistance to Ukraine after virtual meeting. Canada's Prime Minister announces reopening of Canadian Embassy in Kyiv. Japan's Fumio Kishida agrees to Russian oil imports embargo in principle. Odessa hit by missiles as Ukraine claims it has sunk second Russian ship. The Ukrainian port city of Odessa was hit by renewed Russian missile strikes on Saturday, as military authorities in Kyiv claimed one of their drones had sunk a second Russian ship in the Black Sea. COVID-19 news updates. Doctors investigating why some report rebound in COVID-19 symptoms after Paxlovid. Secretary of State Antony Blinken tested positive for COVID-19 via a PCR test Wednesday afternoon, the State Department said. Beijing shuts 10% of subway stations to stem COVID-19 spread. Moderna Q1 profit triples on robust COVID vaccine sales. The vaccine maker said Wednesday that revenue from its coronavirus preventive shots jumped to $5.92 billion from $1.73 billion in last year's quarter. FDA sets June meetings on COVID vaccines for youngest kids. The Food and Drug Administration on Friday set tentative dates in June to publicly review COVID-19 vaccines for the youngest American children, typically the final step before authorizing the shots. Brighton thrashed Manchester United 4-0 at the Amex Stadium to ensure the visitors will finish the season with their worst points total in Premier League history. Everton climbed out of the Premier League relegation zone after another Jordan Pickford masterclass inspired them to a battling 2-1 win at Leicester. Arsenal will take a 4-point gap to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when they face Tottenham on Thursday, live on Sky Sports, after securing a nervy 2-1 win over 10-man Leeds United, who dropped into the bottom 3. Manchester City moved 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table with a convincing 5-0 thrashing of Newcastle at the Etihad Stadium.